Welcome back to Breakfast Television. From vaccinations to prescription medications, there's a lot to think about to keep you and the family healthy while you're traveling for the holidays. So Agusha McGrath, patient care pharmacist, is here now with some practical advice. Good morning to you, Agusha.
Good morning, Leah.
What do we need to think about if we're traveling for the holidays?
So, if you're planning on traveling over the Christmas season, it's recommended to go and visit a travel clinic about 6 weeks before you leave.
Oh, so that's right about now.
Now's the time to go.
Right, okay.
So usually I recommend patients go and book an appointment at a travel clinic just because they have more information, detailed programs that can look at your itinerary, look at your risk factors, what underlying conditions you have, and they can provide you with everything that you potentially need. They'll look at your vaccination history, your where you're going. Do you need a legal type of vaccine, for example, the yellow fever?
Oh, okay.
For some countries, you have to have a waiver or you have to have a certificate that you've had it.
Oh, wow.
So that's why going to a travel clinic is
so
a really
useful.
good idea. And they will provide you with a prescription and administer the vaccines, plus give you tips of how to keep yourself safe in the environment where you're going.
Oh, wow. So it's one-stop shopping.
One-stop shopping
Okay.
for everything. So for me, travel clinics, now is the time to make a booking, especially if you're traveling over the Christmas season.
Okay, terrific. So get that done. Now, apart from the clinic itself, there's a few things you can just do, maybe take along with you and to keep in mind.
Exactly. So if you are traveling with prescription medications, I know that it's really important to save space and patients want to put everything into one vial.
Right.
Not recommended.
Okay.
I think the best thing to do is keep everything in the individual containers from the pharmacy so that it's got your name and the generic name of the medication, just to make it easier when you're traveling through customs.
Sure.
Have a copy of your prescription
Okay.
and a list of what you're using the medications for.
Okay.
One tip I like to give my patients is make sure you pack all your medication into your hand luggage.
Of course.
Do not check it, and ideally split it up into 2 pieces of hand luggage so that if one is stolen or missing, you continuously have your medication with you.
Oh, okay. This is good advice, right? Because you don't want to be without those medications that you need.
No, and then another thing is pack a little bit more so that if you have to stay in the country for longer, you still have your medications.
Okay, great tip there. Okay, perfect. And what about if you're traveling with maybe seniors or children?
So if you're traveling with seniors, with children, I like to prepare almost like a first aid kit of all the medications that I need, that I'm familiar with, that I know how to use for what condition. Especially if you're going to a country that there's a language barrier.
Sure.
I know that I can recommend and use these medications with my
I remember
family.
traveling once and just trying to get a Band-Aid was so challenging, right? I can't imagine running to that with the kids. Yeah.
So one other thing I wanted to point out is that there's so many foreign-born Canadians that are now traveling home for the Christmas season.
Sure.
Just wanted to reiterate how important it is for these travelers to take extra precautions, because what happens is once you leave the country, all your immunity to local conditions and local diseases starts waning. So these travelers, it's really important for them to protect themselves and their families so that they can have a good Christmas season or
Right.
a good vacation with their family and loved ones.
It's hard to enjoy the holidays if you're not feeling well.
No, exactly.
Okay. Agusha, thank you so much for being here. Fantastic tips and tricks as always.
Thank you so much, Leah.
We're going to go for a break here on BT. When we come back, more news, weather, and traffic. Stay with us.